What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 6th episode of Higehiro. This one's titled Starry Sky. It sounds like a kind of like, almost like a beautiful like episode title. Implies something chill's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna be very chill at all. I think this could be a painful episode because of the character we introduced right at the end of last time. So before we get to that, last episode was a really good one for Goto's character because she's been very hard to read up until this point. And for that reason, I was a little distrustful. When someone's very hard to read and you can't really tell if they're good or bad with their intentions, really it's just a toss of the dice whether you believe them, whether you don't believe them. And up until this point, there wasn't really an antagonist, so to speak. Someone that would stand in the way of progress of Sayu and Yoshida in terms of them working things out and starting to both improve themselves. Because Sayu obviously has a lot of a journey to go, but Yoshida also has a journey to go in all this, and he's reflected on a little bit of that as well, in the reason why he took her in the first place, and like his loneliness, and now having someone around, and everything that's going on. So he's starting to reflect on that himself as well. Goto was the first character that really was potentially antagonistic, but at this point, I think she truly and genuinely is supportive of Sayu. I don't think there's any question in that. How she feels about Yoshida is still up in the air. I can understand why she rejected him when he first asked her out. He was drinking. It was an interesting situation. She probably panicked. She didn't want to commit, then realized how much of a mistake that actually was. She's like, oh, I kind of wish I said yes. Like, I get that mentality. I genuinely do. We've seen that happen before in many other anime. I mean, Osama this season also had that exact same thing, although theirs was a lot more convoluted and strange in them getting revenge on each other and such. But Goto is, with that episode, really, I'm not concerned about her anymore. Like, to an extent, I kind of want to know more about her because she seems more complex than she's being let on, you know? Like, I feel like there's more to unpack, but I feel like that can be said for every single character in the show. I feel like there's more to unpack with all of them. I'm excited to do that. But right now, it's hard to be angry at anyone else except the character we just introduced because 99% chance that is the guy that was intimate with Sayu during that one flashback scene in episode 2? Was it episode 2? Was it episode 3? I can't remember. I think it was episode 2. But when we first saw what was happening to her in her time, which was now makes so much more sense why they were visually pushing that idea, because that character would come back. Yeah, makes sense why they specifically chose to show it, even after already mentioning it beforehand. First, it had a great amount of impact when you see it actually happening. It's like, saying something bad happened in the past is very different from seeing it happen yourself. You know, like, and then that's also detached from actually experiencing it yourself as well. Like, hearing that someone's pet died is sad. Watching your pet die is way worse, though, obviously. Like, the further detached you are from something, the less it has impact on you. In general, anyway. At least that's how I feel. So the closer and closer you physically get to that event happening, the more it starts to have an impact on you. And so visually showing it is much more impactful than a character saying something like that has happened. Especially when they're trying to not be explicit about it as well, and even just like maybe even downplay it a little bit. But yeah, I've got bad feelings about him. I mean, to be fair, our friend Sami did say she'd tear his head off if he tried anything with her. I hope she's willing to make up with that promise, because I get the feeling we kind of need to invoke it. I don't know if he's going to be a recurring problem at this point. He's definitely going to be a problem this episode, almost certainly. But whether he's going to be a recurring problem past that, I don't know. And I'm kind of curious to see how they handle this. But I'm excited, in a weird way, to see how this show handles it. Because this show is handling the events around all this very, very well, I find. and in a way that is nice to see because it's not dealing with them as purely a teenage-based show. We've got the adult perspective in there, which I think is allowing us to be more rational and more realistic ultimately, as because this is a scenario that genuinely does happen, and it's unfortunate that it does happen, but the fact that we're willing to shine a light on it and confront it is commendable, honestly, of the show. So yeah, I'm concerned, but I guess we'll see. So as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you go to my Patreon down description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows World Trigger, Log Horizon Season 2, and Symphonia G. We also have movie reactions, with Kiki's Delivery Service winning the poll for this month, and will be coming out some point later in the month. Either on a Monday or Saturday, since those are my emptiest days and would fit in the schedule a bit the best. But here on YouTube, we have to do timer-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a timer for the episode. I count down 3 to 1 play, then play site episode, I site episode, and we should be in sync. Watch this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since they licensed it. No logos or anything to start with. It looks like we're just looking at the convenience store in which where Sayu and things work. Probably where we're going to confront our antagonistic boy here, probably. But you can use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That should help you sync it up as well. So, with all that said, my voice going again, let's get ready and watch this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh boy. Unfortunately, you have... Oh boy. First confrontation. Yep. Already. Yeah. Oh boy. And OP time. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that. Cool. In fact, she immediately started shaking upon realization. That's telling. Alright, now back to the suffering. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Good, good. Mm-hmm. 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 Be there for when you can, not so you can find out quickly. Makes sense. She truly is a good friend. Good. Oh boy. Uh huh. Sure. Hmm. Oh, of course you grab her. Fuck off, dude. Oh boy. Oh yeah, talk. Sure. Don't even try, dude. Don't even try. Oh, really? You gonna fucking blackmail on that shit? Okay. Oh, you're a scumbag. Oh boy. What a cunt. God, I want to punch him. She has to give in. No, you don't. 100% no, you don't. Oh, yeah, I bet you will. Hmm. Oh, you prick. Don't worry anything. I'd be very worried. I don't think he is at all. Implying, yeah. Well, you're not exactly a good judge, but. Oh, come on, really? You really gonna try and get it on in her. Wow. God damn it. Nope. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, before maybe, but oh god. Yeah, is Yoshida gonna come home? I mean, yeah. I mean, he blackmailed you. I think you're wrong in that, but I know why you. Yeah, the whole convoluted situation would cause a problem. Oh no, you. Oh, don't tell. Oh no. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. Whew. I was a little concerned they might have let that play out. Ooh. There we go. Hmm. Yeah, a few months ago, and then she abandoned you. Well, you abandoned her probably, but. Mm. not everyone's a perverse little piece of shit like you. Well, there's a difference between what he's doing and what you're doing. I don't... No. I mean, she already has a part-time job. So that's giving her a start. Hmm. God, I want to clock him so bad, but it just complicates things. Mm-hmm. Not gonna be another bad influence on her. Yep. Sure. What a prick. Obviously, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think he'll go that far. Stop putting others before yourself. Hmm. I wonder if any of the reasoning has to do with his past, but we haven't really had any hints that would suggest he's gone through anything particularly bad to inform his way. I think he's just genuinely a good guy. Mhm. uh, well, she's not gonna say it. Yeah, she can tell. Yeah, she can tell a fake smile. She can tell a lie. Oh boy, you say goodbye to your head. Hmm. He did. Jesus Christ. Good. Good slap. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good damn friend here. You've got a good friend, sire. You really do. No, you're just that bad. I mean, hmm. I'm gonna try and redeem him here. Now you keep your promises. Yeah? Weird's not necessarily what I'd choose, but sure. Nah. Try that again, I'll fucking rip it off with a chainsaw. Mhm. I still hate him. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. Hey, alright. Sleep over. Hmm. Oh, where are we going? Okay, get some stuff. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Okay. Politician and a lawyer. Rich upbringing. But that means they're probably always busy, always away. Hmm. We all have our troubles in this world. Opening up a bit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's where Cyrus Guy comes in. Okay. I mean, a bit upset. You can't really see it with all light pollution. Mm-hmm. But they paid attention to you. Mm. I mean, hmm. An author, okay. Unexpected. Interesting. Right. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Call your dad bully, okay. Uh, mm-hmm. Indeed we are. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hmm. Hmm. What a good friend. Nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yearning, okay. Watch next week indeed. Yearning? Who was that in the picture? Who is that? Have we met this character yet? I don't think so. Who's holding the picture? Is that meant to be Yoshida when he was younger? I could maybe see that. Was he on the baseball team? Are they playing baseball? I think they're playing baseball. I mean, I'm assuming that's a young version of him, so maybe that's an X? I think he said he had an X, right? Maybe? I starting to remember. So maybe we're going to get some more Yoshida backstory next time then. Because, I mean, what other guys do we have in this show? Like, genuinely. Like, the only other one is the work friend, Hashimoto. And I don't think he's going to get too much of a detailed background, and we've been focusing a lot on Sayu's side recently, so it makes sense to maybe shift over to have something a bit more Yoshida focused, other than, obviously, his dealings with Goto and Yuzu and stuff like that. So I'm thinking maybe that is him when he was younger, and maybe an ex. Because I'm fairly certain I remember them saying something about, like, he has had an ex before. I think. I can't remember. And judging by the way she looks, I can see why maybe he has a type for someone like Goto, maybe. I can maybe see where that type maybe started a little bit. But yeah. Interesting episode. I think, okay, Dickwad got away with that a little bit too easily. But I can see why they went that route with it. God, if this wasn't such a complicated situation with him harboring, just letting a high school girl stay with him, with the parents not consenting to it technically and being a runaway and stuff like that. If it wasn't for that situation, I think that encounter would have gone very, very differently. In which case, he probably would have ended up with a very big bruise on his face from being smacked around a lot. And then maybe ended up being reported to police as well. But because of the convoluted nature of that, that's probably why it ends up the way it is. Sayu is still a damaged individual to enough that even something like that, such as rape, she's still not fully grasping the consequences of it because her perception on that is still kind of warped, you know? Like, she's starting to get it more because, you heard it herself. She's like, she found it odd that she was scared to, like, considering she spent like the last 6 months doing it, she's suddenly scared of the fact and concerned about the fact that she gets scared when talking about that subject now. Like, she doesn't feel like that's normal because her normal got shifted so much based on her past experiences. So her reconciliation, I guess, with him makes sense. I hope he's not going to be a problem in the future. I hope. But he is still around, so there's always a potential. But I think he's got the message that, hey, I shouldn't really mess with this one. He's still a cunt, though. He's still a cunt. I would like to see him I'd like to see a little bit of karma come his way eventually, but I don't think we're going to focus on that anymore. Interesting, we gave that just a self-contained first half of an episode, not even a full episode dedicated to just that. Kind of interesting, but yeah, that was an interesting one. It's overall just a shitty situation to be in. I think that probably ended the best way it could have. Because, like, if it escalated any further, like I said, it would have caused more issues because of the weird circumstances. But ultimately, we got him to back off. Sayu is in a better spot because she's now understanding that she's got people to protect her while she figures things out. and she's getting some confidence back in herself to start saying no to this sort of advance, and start valuing herself some more. We got a very nice scene with Sami as well. All in all, I think that ended about as best as it could. So, God, you don't really see many shows deal with this type of thing, huh, do you? Not many shows typically try and deal with rape as a main... Well, not as a main plot point. Well, yeah, as a main plot point. Kind of. Yeah, you don't see shows typically center around this. The fact that a lot of people are recommending this with Horimiya and Watakoi is like really weird, because those shows are nothing alike. Like, nowhere near the same vibe. And Tonikawa as well? Like, what? What do you want about? This is nothing like Tonikawa. Anyway, yeah. Good episode. Heavy episode in its own way, but very well done. Well thought out. I think it captured everything it needed to in that instance. Maybe they could have done a bit more with it to like really push that home. But I feel like if you did do more of it, it would make the resolution of it a bit more unbearable, because it would not be the resolution that I think a lot of us want. Like, a lot of us want that guy dead, punished, something along those lines, right? I think we're all very viscerally angry and aggressive towards him for obvious reasons. And I think not him basically getting away with it is probably what will anger a lot of people. I say anger, disappoint people probably, I think is more accurate. Because it shows that there isn't as much repercussion for those sorts of things, which, I mean, considering recent times, maybe not the best thing to have, but I think it handled it as well as it could in the context of the show. So I will stick by the show for its decision there. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you can enjoy something like that, it's kind of odd to say that when you have a show that deals with heavy stuff, but it's thought-provoking, which is nice, and it makes you really connected to the characters, which is also very good. And it's a sign of a good story. So, yeah. But leave your comments down below what you thought as well. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.